Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is going to be quick and easy. So this is going to be my third video release in 3 days. This is Saturday morning, like April 23rd or something like that. And I released a video on Thursday about my 17 most unusual, challenging fragrances. Hopefully you guys have watched that. I'll put a card up here. Also, yesterday, which was Friday, the 22nd of April, I released finally the end of my spring series, which is my 15 all-time favorite spring fragrances. So I hope you guys have tuned into that one as well. I'll put the card up here for you guys to be able to enjoy and watch both of those videos. Now, today, I am going to be talking to you about the newest release from the house of Giorgio Armani. This is from the My Way collection, or the My Way line, and it is called My Way Floral. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. I've decided that instead of just doing a review solely on the new floral fragrance, I'm going to talk about the original and the intense in case there are people out there who have never tried those or who need to be reminded of what they smell like. I'm also doing this for the benefit of the floral fragrance because, to be honest, I'm getting ready to go work out. That's why, I don't really have a lippy on. I just got some lip gloss on. I got my workout clothes on. My gym is right next door to Ulta. And I really feel like this is on its way back to Ulta. I'm just going to keep it 100%. So I've already sprayed the original Armani My Way. This is just my favorite tuberose fragrance. I've sprayed it on this stick already. I did not need to be reminded of how this fragrance smells. It just smells so good. So the notes to this one are orange blossom and bergamot in the top, tuberose and Indian jasmine in the mid, and Madagascar vanilla, white musk, and Virginia cedar. This is a beautiful tuberose fragrance. It gives me that candied tuberose that I love, and it's just pretty. It's so freaking pretty. Y'all know how I feel about this one. What I love also too about the original Armani My Way is this. There's a chalkiness in this line. Like if you took two of those erasers for the chalkboard and smacked them together, like that chalkiness is in these fragrances. And not like a choking, gagging way, but it's almost like a frosted type of, you know what? If I were to throw the ingredients in dry ice, and if the way that they smelled could carry in the smoke that is caused by the dry ice, that's kind of the vibe I feel like I'm getting. If there was this beautiful smoke machine in a Beyonce video or something, that's what, something, I don't know why that is what's popping into my head, but that's what's happening. So here's the intense. Let's go over the notes of the intent. The notes in this, the top are orange blossom and bitter orange. Baby, it's the bitter orange for me in the intense. This shakes things up. Gives it a dirtiness. This almost smells animalic to me. So the middle notes, Indian tuberose and tuberose. Now, in the base, we have Madagascar vanilla and sandalwood. So for me, the similarities between the two of them are definitely that use of tuberose. However, you get this animalic vibe to it, and it's that bitter orange and maybe the double usage of tuberose. I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know what is adding this. Well, I know what's adding the bitterness. Clearly, it's bitter orange. But it's this bitter greenness, I talked about when I first picked this up. It is so different. The original being lighter and more feminine, smoother, just everyday work appropriate, pretty for the sake of being pretty, beautiful candied, slightly bubblegum tuberose. Then you get over to the intense, and it's more pungent. It's more, chaotic. It's causing more of a ruckus. It is doing something different in true flanker form. A true flanker is not one that smells identical to the original. Why would you need one that smells identical to the original if you have the original? So let's get over to the floral. So again, here is the box. And I mean, I just love the packaging. The pink and the blue, it's gorgeous. These tops are gorgeous. This bottle though, the frosted glass, I am here for this. I absolutely adore this. And let me go ahead and give you the notes for the floral. Here we have bitter orange, orange blossom, and green mandarin in the top. We have Tunisian neroli. I love neroli. And Indian tuberose. And then we also have the white musk and the bourbon vanilla in the dry down. The sprayers on these, come on, man. You could just like take somebody out with these sprayers. They're so powerful. I haven't smelled this on a stick because I immediately put it on yesterday. I knew that was going to happen. I cannot with myself. There is a beautiful, bright, zesty citrus in this opening. And that was what caught my eye yesterday. That part of it I loved from beginning. Y'all know I'm a citrus girl. So that is perfect when you're talking about spring and summer. Eventually, you are going to get that candied, slightly bubblegum tuberose that is true to the original. And floral definitely gets back to the roots of where the original was going. It's much more citrus. It's much more vibrant and bright in that opening with the tuberose making its way in. Where instead for me in the original, the tuberose is always the star. That is the first thing you smell. It is the thing you consistently smell throughout the entire thing. Here, it is all about that bitter orange, that orange blossom, and that green mandarin. And then you start to have the tuberose ease its way in. Yesterday on my skin, I got that tuberose blasting through though. So this stick is a very different experience from what I got on my skin yesterday. Yesterday, I immediately thought, okay, this is so similar to the original, only it's more chalky. It's more frosted, dry ice smoke-ish, but zestier. So if you wanted less tuberose focus and more on a zestiness, this is definitely going to work for you. The beginning of this thing is all about green mandarin, bitter orange, the neroli, the Tunisian neroli, and the orange blossom. Then slowly you get that tuberose coming in. You really do get to spend some quality time with the zestiness and the beautiful brightness, that energy that's provided by the citruses. I really love the opening of this. You still get that chalkiness that is in the original as well, where it's like a frosted or dry ice type of, you know, chalkboard erases type of thing. There's something to that I smell in the original and in this one. Then that familiar tuberose, that very well-known DNA of the original is there. It just is. The dry down having the white musk and the bourbon vanilla doesn't take this so far away from the original that I'm just screaming, you got to go get it now. You got to go get it right now. I do not know if I'm going to keep this. If I'm keeping it 100%, because I'm trying to dwindle down my collection, I want to return this. I want to take it right back to Ulta. I love the box. I love the box. I love the bottle, the packaging, the frosted glass. I can honestly say that for me, I prefer this one over the Intense, just because the more that I smell the Intense, the more Animalic it is to me. That could be a post-COVID thing. I don't know, but y'all know I hate Animalic fragrances. The bitterness, the greenness, it's a vibe, but you got to be in the mood for it. And I just don't ever find myself reaching for it. This smells so good from the bottle. And it smells so good on me. There's definitely a difference in between me and the stick, but it just, once it gets to that tuberose, becomes so similar to the original, even with the differences. There are slight, nuances here and there. but it's the tuberose. The thing that I love about the original is definitely in here. So I don't think you need them both. But I'm going to tell you this. If you are close to being done with the original, instead of rebuying that one, I would give this one a try. I really, really would. I think this one is a much safer blind buy over the Intense. The Intense is definitely a departure from the original. This is barely eking by as an okay true flanker. It's close enough to the original, but it does have some differences, especially if your nose is really fine-tuned. You're going to see enough of a difference to say, okay, yeah, I can see me getting this. I don't think you need to run right out and get it. I don't think it is necessary if you own the original. You can definitely own the this one and the Intense though, and you're two different vibes, two totally different vibes. But what I don't think you need necessarily is to have the original and the floral. It's just not that much of a difference. But you know what? I really thought that I was ready to return this to the store, and I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. I feel like, boy, these sprayers though. I'm talking about the power. Okay. It's the citrus for me. I'm going to keep it. This is ridiculous. I was so going to sell this. I mean, not sell it. I was so going to return it. But I feel like, yeah. I don't know what to say to you guys because I'd be tired of myself sometimes. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I think the packaging, which I'm not even normally that girl, is playing heavy on me, but I know the citruses are stealing my heart. I am ready to pull out all of my citrus fragrances and just dive into them. And this is a great use of bitter orange. If you watched my note series, you know how I feel about bitter orange, especially when it's paired with ginger. Now, you know what, Giorgio? That's what y'all should have did. Y'all should have given me a nice, huge dose of ginger in this joker. That would have been great. Ooh, that would have been great. But this is like a more citrus, slightly chalkier version of the original Giorgio Armani My Way. So it's more zesty than it is sweet when it comes to the original being sweeter. God, this is, you know what? Okay. I do. The more and more I sit here and smell this fragrance and compare it to the others, the more and more I want to keep it. Yesterday, when I was trying it on its own, I was like, gonna do a video, gonna do a review, gonna let everybody know that it is a pleasant fragrance, but it is not necessary to have in your collection. I still feel if you own the original and you're not a fanatic with a huge collection or the propensity to want to collect everything in a line, you do not need to go and get this right now. Once you use up all of your original, then by all means, go ahead and grab this one. The bottle is pretty. The scent is nice. I really do. I just like this more and more every single time I smell it. But I'm also a sucker for the original DNA. That type of tuberose is my favorite. So I don't know if I've been any help at all here. I'm all over the place with this one because I like it more and more every time I smell it. Every single time I smell it. And I really love it on me. So if you struggle with zestiness or citrus, this may not be your vibe. However, if you love tuberose, then this may be the thing that allows you to deal with citrus, get acclimated with citrus on your skin, and then still have that beautiful candy, slightly bubblegummy tuberose right into the sunset with you. As far as, again, that bourbon, vanilla, and the white musk, the tuberose is the star of the show once you get to the late, mid, and the dry down. So all the rest of that stuff, okay, you say it's there, that's fine. That is not at any point going to be the star of this fragrance, at least not on my skin. It wasn't yesterday. It wasn't last night. I just sprayed this on right now, so I haven't gotten to the point to where they would have a chance to shine. But ultimately, you guys have just watched me go from gonna take this to Ulta once I leave the gym to return it to nah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. It's the citrus for me. It's that opening, it's that chalkiness, it's the fact that I love this scent profile of this tuberose. I can't deny that. And yeah, welcome to the family, baby. And I mean that in the best way. I don't mean to sound rude or begrudgingly. I was going to give you back, but you know, things change. And as a woman, I always reserve the right to change my mind. And that is it for my Giorgio Armani My Way Floral review. I hope it made some kind of sense to you guys. If you really, really love the original My Way, there is a chance that you will like this one too. However, I don't think it's going to replace the original for you. If you didn't like the original My Way, then I think there's a chance you might really enjoy this one, especially if it was a tuberose that was too much for you, then you might be able to get into this one. I suggest you get your nose on it, have fun with it. It is a pretty fragrance. I love the citruses. I'm loving it more and more as I'm smelling it. Every time I move my arm and I get a whiff, I'm like, okay, I like this more and more. So let's talk about it in the comments. Have you had a chance to smell this? Did you blind buy it? Are you curious? Did I sway you to either get it or to not get it based on this review? Let's talk about it all in the comments section. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday so far. It's like 10:40 a.m. Central Standard Time here, April 23rd, 2022. I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments, and until then.